clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, they'll try to run a reverse here. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 43 yards rushing for him now at this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking. And that's from the offensive line and creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Nothing our score after 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Lance. He's got Jordan. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jakobi Meyers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to stretch out their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
You talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Throw out wide to Walker. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Saints hit a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Saints. Hunter Henry, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works free. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Lance slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. The Lance going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try to field goal. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Saints will have the football back. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they end up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stunt the fake, and they take over the ball.
17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's to the second-year man, Puka Nacua. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over.
Walker hitting the ball is out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
This one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball. So let's cut down on coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Play action, now it's Lance. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 59 yards. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's Lance to throw it. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brevin Jordan, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now they'll go with a reverse. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And it'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 82 yards rushing for the ball game now on 14 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. 3rd down and 13. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. third down. Lance working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Lance. A quick throw there is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Lance looks to throw again. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Myers. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
But they're certainly not shied away from throwing the football. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, but that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Here's Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprising defense there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he slings one that's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass caught by Henry.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Sticking with a pass, here's McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Lance looking to throw it.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 11. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He may go. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Here's Walker.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The former 1st-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Third and goal, McCarthy.
Touchdown! Ken Walker, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And that is incomplete here. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to to the football through all that contact, he ends up forcing the incompletion.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Fighting through. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. On play action, now McCarthy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Throwing is McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jalen Waddle, 40 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in the title. Malik Harrison picks up his second sack of the afternoon. On play action, Lance. Dancing to his left. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now Lance. Flushed out right. That's caught by Myers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll run on the draw. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. To throw, it's Lance. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize is he's well short of the first. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time here. Lance able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. 1 back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and they drop just inside the 20.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like they've been really locked in before this series started. Random scouting reports got back to reading their keys and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Lance looking to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off. And, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last says, oh, no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not get